Yes.
I am liking that. I like it. That's a good look.
I tell you what, when I first did it, it was my wife asking me to because she loves to see my beard, and we're talking almost 8 years ago when I first started doing this, and I tell you, I've grown into it. And you know what's funny? Right around the time, I'm not saying it was me, but right around when I started doing this, a lot of dudes my age stopped coloring. They stopped coloring. They started really embracing the fact that we're all getting older. And I'm not saying that I started it.
You started, Brian.
I'm just saying that it seems like a lot more folk. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You just say it. Listen, I say the same thing about my hair. Nobody wanted like right before. And then all of a sudden, everybody's trying to go platinum gray.
That's right.
I'll take it.
Yes.
So it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Absolutely. So you the last time we talked, I interviewed you, and I think you were promoting what was that song? Because I even said, okay, When I'm Gone.
Okay.
When I'm gone, it come out, and we talked, and I said the song was so sad, and you said, why are you saying that? It's an old song.
Yeah, it is.
And you talked about your wife.
Yes.
You talked about the fact that you don't really like being away from her, even when you're on the road.
Yeah, we have spent every second together probably for over a year now. We just decided, you know what, we don't want to be apart.
Oh my God!
Every show, and this may sound crazy, we are loving the quarantine because our life hasn't changed that much. I mean, I'm not doing as many shows and we're not traveling, but we had just moved. We're able to enjoy our home and to do things to our home that we normally wouldn't have the time to do. And our whole family is here. We have family dinner every night. So we're making the best out of a situation that we wouldn't normally get, and it's been really wonderful in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. How have you been adjusting to the pandemic and having to be quarantined? So it sounds like to me it's lovely.
Well, for the adults in this house, it is great. For the kids, not so much.
Okay.
Being away from friends and not being in school and that kind of thing is taking its toll on them. But for the rest of us, we're doing great.
Yeah, we're good.
That's right.
I love it.
That's right.
So Nobody. That's
Nobody.
A song.
Thank you.
And I can imagine, and then when I heard the words, I was thinking, you're right. I don't want to kiss anybody on the lips. I don't want anybody holding my hand.
That's right.
Everything. When you can find
but it's beyond that. I only have 3 minutes to write a story, but it's everything. I'm not looking at nobody. I'm not thinking about anybody else, and everything that goes along with that. And that's what you want when you're with somebody. If you truly are in love with someone, this is the sentiment that you have, and it's what I've been since we've been together. Every second of the time that we've been, because she is the person that I was waiting for my whole life.
Oh wow! So tell me how you guys met. I don't know that.
We actually met at a fitness convention in 2012. I had invested in a fitness product, and I was there promoting it. And she was on hiatus from her actual job. She was doing one of her previous jobs, signing calendars for Hawaiian Tropic. And she didn't even have to be there that day. She had already done what she was supposed to do. She came back for some reason, some reason she needed to be back. And when I saw her, I said, I don't really talk to God that much. I was like, Lord, if you let her talk to me and stop, I might have to reconsider some of my views about certain things if you make this happen. And I chased her for over a year, and I finally got her and had to look back.
Wow. So was it love at first sight for you? Because I hear from men it's about the right time, for women it's the right man. So what are your thoughts?
I think it's the right person. The problem is, I had never seen anything like this in my life. It took me 42 years to find it. When I saw her, I knew immediately it was me convincing her that, not that the way she felt about me, but that I could be the man that deserved her. I needed to convince her of that.
Oh my God, that's so good. You have grown up, you've matured out.
Yeah, I completely. And in a good way. Because I tell you, when you've been a bachelor as long as I have been, you're not sure. Every indication of what a good man is supposed to be are all bad things. You see it on television, you see it in movies. That guy's always getting taken advantage of, and you're afraid of that. You don't realize that when you truly give yourself to someone and they feel exactly the same way, it is the greatest thing in the entire world.
Well, you look like love. And you probably smell like love, too.
Yeah, that's what she tells me every day.
So listen, the Nobody video, I was checking that out the other night. Is that your actual wedding?
That is our actual wedding.
Really?
Our wedding, we got married in a fairy tale castle in New York at Christmas time. And it was I wanted it to be what every little girl dreams of for my wife. And I did everything I possibly could within my budget to make that happen.
And it looked phenomenal. Got a pretty big budget, apparently. I liked it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's beautiful. So, what is this nonsense I'm hearing about? This is your last album? Are you serious? Like you're not what?
Yeah, I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
I got my first deal when I was 19. I'm about to be 51. And I've said all the things I wanted to say, and I've done all the things I wanted to do. I'm not saying I'm retired. I'm going to continue to do shows. I'm going to continue at least for a while to do some of the things I still do. But being on the road 165 days a year till I'm 70 doesn't sound like something that I want to do the way I've been doing it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. As long as people want to come and see me, I'm probably going to go see them. Am I going to do it as much? Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to make another record of brand new music necessarily. I think after 20, I think I've left a pretty good legacy of music here, and I want to spend more time with my family, and I want to travel the world with my wife to see it, not to work it. And do some other things. We have some other things on the horizon that we'd like to do.
And so the name of it, the last album is
Exodus, yeah.
You're leaving, I guess.
Well, my previous album was Genesis.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to go back and sort of revisit everything that I've done. And Exodus is the continuation of that thought that I put everything I could musically that I possibly could on this album. So after that, I'm not sure if there's much else to say.
You got it. You've done it. I know, and of course I was reading over your bio, and I didn't realize you had 16 Grammys. Is that right?
16 nominations.
I'm sorry, I'm corrected. 16 Grammy nominations. So I bring that up because you don't want to try to get one. Does that kind of stuff matter to you even?
Let me put it this way. It wouldn't hurt to have one, but I've never have actively pursued any award other than hoping that people like what I create.
Yeah.
That's it. And if awards come from that, then so be it. But I think when you're chasing things, and you're chasing them that way, you could be setting yourself up for disappointments on a certain level. And every time somebody leaves a comment on something I've done and they liked it, that's award enough for me.
Absolutely. We love it. We don't just like it. We love it.
Thank you.
So I didn't know your sons sing.
My sons do sing. They do.
Do you want to go on what you do on your album? Are they going to be on that? A part of that? Are you guys doing anything together?
Well, they actually wrote on a couple of the songs on the album, but the family dynamic we'll have to get into another time. Let's put it that way.
Do they want to do what you've done? Would they want to walk in?
You know what? They have Instagram. You might want to hit them up and ask them what they want to do.
Brian, but how do y'all get along? You get along with him, right?
I don't know. That's why I said that's a conversation for another time.
Okay. Leave it alone. So, I want to keep it moving. So, when you get back to normal, when this whole pandemic is over, what's the one thing you want to do? Is there anything that, I think you kind of talked about it, traveling, right?
My wife really is a mermaid from Hawaii. And every 6 months or so, we go back to Maui because she needs to be on that sand and in that water. And I haven't been able to do that because we haven't really been able to travel.
Yeah.
So to be able to take her home as soon as possible will be probably the first thing that I do.
Oh, are you really this good, Brian? Like you?
Listen. I am that good to her because she's the one that deserves this good name. So yes, in that sense, yes.
Yeah, you had to grow into that, obviously.
Well, she brought it out. It takes the right person. I used to say things like, well, no, you have to change yourself. You can't change for somebody. I was wrong. When you find that right person, if you find them, you will change without having to change. You will just become, and that's what I am.
You are writing a song. Another song.
No, that's the thing. That's why I say I'm writing the best songs of my life now because I actually have a subject for those songs. Back at One was a great song, but it wasn't about anyone. Anytime was a great song. I mean, I'm saying that because they're my songs. I'm hoping they were great, but there was no subject for those. It wasn't until I met Leilani that my songs actually had a real meaning. And that's why I say these are the best songs. If you listen to the lyrics, I'm finally talking about forever. I'm finally talking about more than just this period of time. I used to talk about moments in time. My life was a series of moments in time. Now, my life only goes back to the time when we've been together. So now the music has...
Lord have mercy! Every one of us men say that about them.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But here's the thing: she feels exactly the same way about me too. So it's not just a one-way street. I know people talk about, well, I want somebody to be that way for me. Well, she is exactly that for me, and I'm exactly that for her too. It's a two-way street.
Yeah. So, what advice do you give your daughter about men?
That's interesting. Our daughter's home from college now, and these kids now have challenges that we can't possibly imagine.
Yeah.
Whether it's the way they meet, where they meet, whether they actually even date before they do anything else. So we're having to learn about how to walk that fine line between respecting yourself but also getting the things that you need. And it's tough because, these people out here, they make it difficult for you to have the kind of self-respect that you're supposed to have for yourself because a lot of them don't have any.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want somebody to like you. You want somebody to want to date you, but everybody skips all those. These young folks skip all the steps, and that's not a new thing. That's always happened, but because it's all done on their phones, it's more readily available. So our challenge is to, how do we take our student who's studying to be a doctor, who has all of her beautiful life in front of her, also to enjoy the things that the other kids are doing too, without jeopardizing the future. That's a tough thing. I can't take the approach of when I was 21.
Yeah,
you really have to think about the challenges that she has. She basically we have no idea. So we're all learning from each other.
I know, and the time you have there at home helps you, I guess.
Right. Yeah, because she wouldn't. That's the thing. She wouldn't be here. She'd still be at school.
Yeah.
And as much as she laments not being there, we're having an opportunity right now, at a very pivotal time in her life, to be positive reinforcement.
I love that.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, okay. Exodus comes out in
June 20. Don't give me the line. It's
okay.
the last Friday. Friday in June.
26th, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 26th.
Yeah, June 26th. That's what it says in my notes. Right. Okay, cool. So your last studio album. But before you go though, I do want to play a game with you. I played this game with John Legend. I talked to him about that.
Okay.
And it's called Finish the Phrase. So I'm just gonna say a phrase and you finish it. All right. Okay. My favorite guilty pleasure is
golf.
No. My favorite food is
anything Leilani makes.
Oh God. Oh, mix. Anyway, your favorite city to perform in?
Wherever somebody's paying to see you.
What scares me the most is
nothing. I don't really have that scared gene.
Really? That's good. You will never catch me
twerking.
Come on now.
Not a chance. I don't have that gene either.
Me either, honey. I can't do it either. My pet peeve is what?
Bad grammar.
That's what John Legend said.
Yeah, I can't. I'm old. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. All right. The one thing I know for sure is what?
That I cannot.
Sorry. But now somebody called me. So sorry.
Oh, okay, got it. I said the one thing that I do know is that I will not live without Leilani today. It's the only thing I'm sure of.
And the last thing, if you weren't an artist, like if you weren't a singer producer, you'd be what?
A shepherd.
A shepherd?
Yeah, I'd have my sheep, like with my big long Moses robe and a staff, and I'd be out there, with my sheep, tending the flock.
McKnight, thank you so much. And thank you
You're very
for
welcome.
the music. You're awesome.
You got it. Thanks so much.